Hi. So today's March 9th. It's daylight savings time. I woke up this morning, awakened by the dogs barking, and looked at my phone and looked at the clock, and I was like, "What?" Obviously, have enough wherewithal or whatever to know that it was daylight savings time. So I jumped on here to talk about something that is kind of like ruminating in my mind a bit. So obviously, you know about the stalking because I've posted about it quite a lot. So these are people that I have to be in an atmosphere with. And, I also posted that I'm navigating my way through it. Because I was told by a set of people to basically just show up, keep quiet, say hi, say goodbye, and but that was before all the stalking got like really bad. Um, I don't want to say too much. Out in public documentation, but it's been documented elsewhere. So showing up at this atmosphere, right, and trying to navigate through, knowing that people have seen me in the most intimate settings, or at least listening to the most intimate settings, my phone conversations. The proof is undeniable, right? So dealing with that in this environment that I have to go to, you know, and I'm not leaving, because if they've done this to me, they've done this to other people, and you're not going to do it to anybody else. I'll be fucking sure of that. So navigating through that, and also at the same time holding compassion for these people in a more spiritual realm, if you will. So there's the 3D of it, which I've spoken about quite a bit, the 3D of it, and then there's the spiritual side of it, where I can have compassion, I can have understanding for trauma, and whatever else, navigating that. And so as I'm navigating how to act, because I'm not going to be shoved away in a fucking corner and say hi and goodbye and like hide myself away. And that didn't work for me for a while, because that's what I used to do. That didn't work for me. So I'm not going back to that. So just like past traumas and dealing with people in my life, I've had to navigate that. And this is a new navigation for me. So it's weighing heavy on my mind, because it's wildly fascinating, the amount of I don't even know how to phrase this, the amount of spell work wants to come out. So we'll just use what wants to come. It's like illusionary. It's almost like too good to be true. Because if any of these people really, really wanted to be in my life, then I don't know how else to say it. Then they truly would reach out and own their shit. I even, through my Ring camera, I even said, why not come have a conversation? I dare them. I still dare them. But not one. And speaking to me in the atmosphere in which it doesn't work for me. It has to be outside of that corrupt atmosphere. I do believe people can change. I don't think it happens so quickly. So I am cautiously optimistic. I don't close doors. I don't close my heart. I am cautious. I am like, this whole experience, as awful as it's been the most incredible self-growth journey I have ever been on. And it's because of what these people have done to me. And we're not going to go back and air out that shit. but it's a really weird spot to be in. So, um, I'm really curious about other people going through something similar. Believe me, it's not been easy. This has been, I'm trying to, I mean, my initial trauma work with childhood trauma, I'm like, what was more painful? I think equally painful, but for different reasons. Because when I was doing trauma work back then, I did not have the capacity and the healing and the space to hold emotions. And um, I've grown so much. Oh my God. This is me really realizing how much I've grown. Wow. Oh my God. So if anybody is just starting out on their journey of self-healing, maybe that's why this message had to come out. If you're just starting on your journey of self-growth, healing, I mean, name it whatever you want to, self-everything. Excuse me, I need some water. So self-everything. If you're just starting out, hang on. It is the most painful, loving journey that one can go on. I say it all the time. I'm feeling very emotional right now. That I mean, all we have is ourselves. There's other people, sure. People have family and friends and whoever, whatever else. But ultimately, you have you, and like that's it. I have me and I have God, and that's it. And everything else is like extra. But ultimately, when it comes down to it, I mean, think about it. Like, we come into this earth, I mean, I guess we're not really alone, right? Because we have to come out of somewhere. So if we're coming out of our mother is going to be there. That's an interesting concept. Hold on. So I don't know why I never really thought of that we are technically, I mean, unless they create like a test tube, whatever, maybe they already have the shit babies. You're always going to come out of a womb, right? Out of a mom. Now, whether that mother abandons you immediately or whatever down the road, you're still born and you're still with another soul, right? But we can die alone. So, that's really interesting. I don't know if I ever really thought about it in that particular way. Because I was always thinking, well, you kind of come into this world alone, right? And you leave alone. But that's not true. Emotionally and neglectfully by a parent leaving the child, of course, that can be true. But like I was saying, like, you're popping out of a human, right? So anyways, that was a huge jump, like it always is. So if you're on this journey of self-discovery, hang on. I mean, I've posted about it before. There's times when I was doing my trauma work years ago that I'd want to come home and stab myself in the heart, right? I didn't want to die. I really didn't want to do that, but that's the feeling. Like I didn't have the capacity to hold all that emotion, and I just wanted to like get rid of it. It's very painful. And much like these last months have been with, hold on, going through a divorce and going through all this shit at this atmosphere with being stalked and all the other stuff. So why I jumped on here was because I'm doing my best to live in that atmosphere, okay, and move on from the traumas that have happened. And I don't know where they're listening, if they're listening, what's going on. I'm doing my best to move through it. And with that, I'm afraid that if I do that, I'm going to forget, because there is an element to this that I don't know if I'm ready to publicly speak about, but there's an element to this that is unlike anything I have ever felt energetically or been around in any capacity to my awareness. It's fucking weird. And it was 10:10, I think, when I started speaking about that. I'm just going to leave it at that. So I'm afraid that if I continue, because I am very good at, once I move on from something, I'm pretty good at like shifting quickly. But this is different. This is not a one-on-one. This is a fucking, I mean, I don't even know what to label it as. It's a whole fucking thing of things, right? Against me. And that says something to the testament of my God and my faith and my divine guidance and divine protection, because I'm still here by the grace of God. And I know I've said it before, so I will say it every time it comes through me, because that is, honestly, I am here because of my faith and because of God. And somebody asked me today what religion I was, and I said, well, nothing and everything. I don't follow religion. I follow spirituality, which they're not at that capacity in my life to know this unless they're going to watch this video or they're listening in my own home. So, and that is no disrespect to anybody who follows any kind of religion. It's just, this is my truth, right? I follow spirituality, and I said it the other day about, hold on. I said it the other day about what? I don't know. I got super sidetracked for a moment. So I'm going to end with this. I'm going to say, if you are going through your self journey, maybe don't be afraid to seek out professional therapy. And not everybody needs trauma work. There's, all different kinds of therapy. But therapy and my therapist saved my life at many, many levels. And my therapist, I don't know if I should name her, so I'll leave her nameless. She modeled behavior for me that I needed done for me as a child. And there's so much more to it, but that's just where my journey took me. So if you are struggling with anything, it doesn't have to be self, right? Hang in there and know that you do have support. Don't give up, and keep reaching out and keep trying and keep doing new shit. Yeah, because that's what I've been doing. And it's pretty interesting, pretty cool to be creative and do new shit. And so go enjoy life, and see you later.